Hello and welcome to the 138th episode of Tsarp. I'm your host, Andrew Weir, and today our co-hosts are Sam and Steven.
Sam's back.
I am.
Welcome
Wow.
back, Sam.
Thank you.
So, you're welcome. So today, actually, more news on Out Brackets, right? So yesterday, we've officially announced Out Brackets. It's a competition where it's with Hauppauge, Mineola, and Belmore Merrick. If you're familiar with Hauppauge's In Brackets competition, it's basically the exact same, but now we're opening it up to two other schools where we all compete, and there's going to be two rounds. The first round is going to be, you can either submit Hatch, Sprite Editor, or Python. And then all those games fight with their app, right? So Python's going against Python, Sprite Editor's going against Sprite Editor, and Hatch is going against Hatch. Once a winner from each three different, regions wins, it will go into the final round where each one of those games or apps or arts, will go against each other. And then that will be the winner. So whoever wins, Python, Sprite Editor, or Hatch. So that will be the winner that then gets the golden badge, gets the 3D printed badge. And the news that got released today from us is, I know yesterday we talked about the passport and how Kidoyo was very kind and generous of sending over 3 passports for us to, do giveaways with and competitions. So, and we also mentioned this yesterday that we were thinking about it, but now it's official. The winner of Out Brackets will get 1 Kidoyo passport.
Congratulations, future winner.
Yeah,
Yes.
future winner. If they happen to already have the passport, I wonder, maybe we could work something out with, give them mentor tokens instead of a passport, like trade a passport in for mentor tokens, if we could work something like that out. Hopefully we won't have to figure that out. Hopefully they don't have one already. And I have already seen that this new prize has been getting a lot of kids motivated for it. A few people on Code LI and our Google Classroom and Discord, they were all saying how, this new prize is really motivating them to make a good game. So that's awesome
I think that's
to hear.
cool.
Especially me.
Yeah, Sam's the only one of us that doesn't have a passport. But we're like, what do we do if Sam wins? He'll get Tsarp's own prize. So, I don't know,
Congratulations.
maybe
Thank you.
maybe we would have to, come up with, maybe donate that passport to, second or third, second place. I don't know. If some different case ends up coming up, we would figure it out, and what we would do there. Maybe Sam would just end up getting the passport. People would then be like, it's rigged, which of course it's not. So we would have to figure something out. But yeah, shouldn't be a big deal. So also, I don't know if everyone knows, the new Out Brackets is going to be hosted on CCEDU. So In Brackets was always hosted on a website made by me, but since this is 3 schools coming together and we can't have the students voting, they decided we're going to have the mentors vote, and it would just be easier to orchestrate everything through CCEDU. So that made me go on to CCEDU and look at it. And that's when, actually, Steven saw this too, that they now posted on, the big banner that on top of the, kind of landing page, they said, stay tuned for the 2023 to 2024 season dates. So that's exciting because I guess soon they'll be releasing the new dates for the hackathons.
I can't wait. Yeah.
I can't
Me
wait.
neither.
I don't actually expect that to be that soon. I expect they mean, stay tuned, for a little while. I expect it to be more the beginning of next year. Not this year, maybe this year, but from what I've heard from Trish and Melora, they really start planning in September. So around that time is when I think we'll get the date. So even though they put it up there, I would still expect a little while, to wait.
Yeah.
So today was the first day, I believe it was actually officially allowed to work on your game. I know that was kind of it was in the notice. I don't know if everyone noticed that. I don't know if we said that well enough. But yeah, so they put it in the notice. You're allowed to start June 1st, even though they announced it a day early. So that might have confused some people. You were still allowed to kind of brainstorm yesterday. You really just weren't supposed to write code, I believe. If you did, I don't think it's a big deal. But yeah, so I believe today was the official date you were allowed to. And of course, the deadline is June 8th. And if you're wondering, like, out brackets, what's that? Haven't heard about it. Totally confused. How do I get in it? Well, of course, it's only Belmore, Merrick, Mineola, and Hauppauge. If you go to one of those schools or school districts, and I believe it's middle school, you can go in, you can talk to your coding teacher and figure out how to register. It will probably be in your Google Classroom or on Kidoyo. There's only 15 slots per school. So, quick. I believe we only have 2 spots open in Hauppauge. I recently checked, but I think there was someone signed up who didn't want to sign up by accident.
Yeah.
So the number says 14, though I'm pretty sure it's only 13. So if you go to Hauppauge, act quick because there's only 2 slots open. A lot of our hackathon team has already signed up. I know that Sam and Steven signed up. I signed up. If anyone's wondering, I will be competing in the Python section. That's just my thing. I'm gonna definitely lose if I go into definitely sprite editor, most likely Hatch, but I do have a fighting chance in Python.
Yep.
So Sam and Steven, you're both doing Hatch, right?
Yeah.
Doing CSS actually. Like CSS.
Oh.
I'm making a
CSS.
website.
You're doing CSS without any HTML. That is quite a
But like,
An
no, like, I'm
accomplishment.
making a website, but like it's just CSS. That's it. Yeah, that's the only code. Trust me,
Oh.
it works. Trust me. Yeah.
Sam's knowledge of web development might be, a little flawed, but sure, Sam, sure.
Go with your dreams.
I'm doing Hatch. Sure, yeah.
Yeah. So I did announce today, I put a big post on CodeLI all about how the winner will get the Kidoyo passport. I already talked about that. But I also said that more info on other events to get them will come out soon. And the only other info I really have on that, or insight, is that it will be soon-ish. My thought was maybe we do an end of the year, like last day of school giveaway type thing. But now that we're doing it for out brackets, those 2 competitions will really be kind of close. So I want to spread them out. I want to make these passports last. I think it's great that we got to put it into the out brackets. It gets a lot of motivation, and it was like we got them, and now we're showing people that like we're gonna give them out, and people will have them. So I think that's good that we did out brackets, but now I kind of want to spread them out a little more. We've already talked about this. I'm not going to go into detail too much about doing live streams during summer. So maybe during one of those we could do a giveaway. It all depends on how many viewers we really get in and how many people are going to enter, right? Because I don't want to put it somewhere where there's going to be 5 people enter and no one else is going to know. So I think that's why out brackets was such a great idea, because we already are having 45 people in out brackets. So that's 45 people that have a chance. So it opens it up to a lot of different people. Whereas if we just did it on Tsarp and we didn't spread the news that well, it would probably be primarily Hauppauge people and not a lot of people would find out. So I think that this whole out brackets idea is great. And to wrap this all up, expect the next big giveaway or competition to be in 3-4 weeks, So again, I said this yesterday, if you guys have any ideas on if a good idea on a giveaway or a competition we could do, or any other ideas on how we could give these away, raffles, if you donate 1,000 mentor tokens to be entered to the competition.
Oh my god.
Imagine if that lets us make that a challenge, and then we just enter whoever gets.
That's a terrible idea. People
I know.
are going to then spend mentor tokens, and then not have a chance to get, and then have a chance to not get one, and when they could just spend money on them. Yeah, I already have a lot of mentor tokens, and I was like, I never use them, though that's not true, because over summer I use them a ton, which is the exact reason that the passport is so important, right? Because if you don't have the passport, you can't really use Kidoyo over summer. I believe you're supposed to be kicked out of CodeLI, and I'm pretty sure that will happen this year, unless you have the passport, of course. So that's why the passport is such, we try to promote it as much, because people don't really understand the benefit of it, And really, the benefit is, if you don't go to a school with Kidoyo, the passport's the only shot you have at using Kidoyo. And during summer, of course, you get removed from your school, so the passport is the only way that anyone can access Kidoyo. So that's why this is also a great time to do a competition like this, because summer's coming up. That's when the passport becomes the most useful for the most people.
Yeah, what he said.
Yeah, so that's when I use it the most. Of course, I use it throughout the year for the other communities, and there are challenges that you have in with the passport that you don't have in your school, though it's not as much and not as much of a benefit to you if you already have Kidoyo. So yeah, that's a wrap on really everything going on. And I hope you guys have a chance at entering out brackets. I hope our listeners, you guys go to one of those schools. And
do.
it's gonna be, I know you guys do.
Me 3.
So it's going to be a really exciting competition. I'm gonna get started on my project pretty soon. And yeah, so thank you all for listening, and we will see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.